Welcome to the North American Champions League, everybody. Toro from Panama are hosting us in our very first appearance in this tournament. We've played in 3 of the 5 continental competitions, only failing to reach the African Champions League and never attempting the European Champions League, the UEFA Champions League of course. But we're going to try and win this one at the first attempt, just like we did in South America. And already Delgadillo puts us 1-0 to the good, so the pre-match jitters will be certainly evaporated there. An early lead down our end again. It's Delgado, Cota, Alvarez for 2-0. The keeper was rooted to his spot at a canter. Alvarez, low cross, and that's an own goal from Gordon. And it looked like he fouled our player anyway, so this is a pretty monotonous affair. We would have got a penalty if it wasn't for the own goal, but we could put a fourth past them here. They cannot cope with Alvarez. Delgadillo, absolutely no bother on him. He just strolls into the 6-yard box and makes it 4-0. We've scored we've scored 10 goals in 3 games, and I've only taken charge of the club in competitive games this season. Here's Delgadillo for a hat-trick. Finds Fouquet and Garza. Oh, that would have been marvellous. He's hit the crossbar. I'm pretty sure, yes, he has. How unlucky. Just need a Rejeco to clear it. No, Medina over to Cota. And he's got 2 defenders. But it's not enough to stop him unleashing a fluke cross into the top corner of the net. And it's Morelia 5-0 up against lowly opposition, but De Gracia down the other end has scored on his debut, and that's 5-1. We'll just stay controlled now, and we're going to end the misery for the Taro team, and they could actually score here. Calderon, no, it's a final tackle to end this game, and that's 5-1. Easy as you like. We can move on now to the main course of this episode, and it is of course against Club América. I'm delighted to invite you back to episode 95, everybody, and this is the fixtures list for the third week of the Mexican First Division opening phase. We have first versus second, of course. That's the main event you will be witnessing in a moment. We've also got our rivals Tigres trying to get back up the table. We've got Cruz Azul, then there's Santos Laguna. We'll be playing them next midweek. Then the Pumas and Querétaro will be kicking off later. So to win this game here and now, our debut in a competitive match at home, that will mean so much to the club, as we have every chance of running away with this opening phase. Only 17 games to play, of course, and if we can get the maximum points again, then we certainly will have a lot to say for ourselves in a positive way. But a defeat will certainly set us back a little bit, but it's not the end of the world, and I just hope we can hang on in there. These two teams have a storied past. We're going to check it out now. It's pretty even, but it's Club América with a slender advantage, having scored 9 victories in total, which is 2 more than Morelia, which is more than Morelia. They've scored 3 more goals than ourselves in the past, but let's just check out the most recent results. They've played in the opening stage quarter-final, and America ran away with that, but they've beaten them before on this opening stage, and they beat them in the closing stage as well. So if only they had a repeated defeat throughout last year, they would have been sorted. Then in the previous few years, they'd gone unbeaten for quite some time. Then there was a bad losing streak, and then another undefeated streak, so we'll keep that in mind. But the other thing I didn't get to report during the last episode was my intake of coaches. We're starting to get better, but we're not quite the undisputed best. We're the second and second best in most departments, but the best 2 we have are goalkeepers and tactical coaching. We have the best scouting team and the best physiotherapy team, which is great, and I'll show you how that works now. At this stage I'm getting becoming very competent in coaching as well as managing, I hope to say, but definitely some of these guys are very, very good, and then others are not quite there yet. But I think this is as good as it gets for a team like Morelia, who are expected to finish in the mid-pack. So now let's hurry up and go straight to this game. We have home advantage at the Estadio Morelos, and a victory here. As I say, it could be absolutely massive because we don't get to play Club America again until possibly the knockout stages of the tournament. So 8 teams out of the 18, they qualify for the knockouts to decide the champion. And if we get off to a good start here, then definitely the opportunity is there to carry on the good form. So let's just check out their team. They've gone 4-4-2. Not anybody I recognise, unfortunately. Unlike with Tigres, they had Carlos Fierro. But we'll just see how good they actually are. Diaz, very good. Ramos, he is pretty good. Lozano, very good. And Felipe is 3.5 stars, which is excellent. And this guy here from Colombia, 4.5 stars. Gutierrez, 4.5 stars. So we are in a lot of pressure to get this result. We can still do it, as they had midweek commitments also, and they might have had no choice but to play the first team. It looks like they're okay, apart from a few guys who are absolutely dead on their feet, but we'll ignore that. It's all about Morelia today. I hope we can thrill the fans once more, especially when they make the effort to join us in the home ground. That will certainly keep fans in their seats if we can win more games. So let's show them what we are capable of with our best starting 11, especially with Raul Moreno there. He has 3 goals to his name, and Alafita has 2. So let's go. No more frolicking about. It's Monarcas Morelia versus Club America, and we get the kickoff with America in their change strip of blue and then yellow, and they take a quick free kick. Guzman finds Orozco, and that's a straight away goal kick, and it looks like the pressure is on us, and Thiago has to save. It looked like a free header. Morelia have to be wary of that. Given away again here. Moreno has to slow down the tempo, but Wallison Ricardo is released. He goes backwards to Rossi, and now Vitor mixing it up with Wallison. Moreno with a 360 spin. Vitor couldn't get a shot away, but this might fall to Alafita. Wallison Ricardo scores immediately, and this is quite extraordinary yet again. We keep getting off to these lightning starts, and it is 1-0. And now we'll see what Club America have to say for themselves. Diaz to Orozco, gone out for the goal kick again. I have to say the teamwork with these guys is stellar. They just keep finding each other in positions of danger, and we can keep pushing forward. We might be able to grab a second here. The passing not so good, so we might tell them to calm down there, but we'll turn that off also. Well, it looks like Club America want this equaliser, and Felipe has 2 defenders on his case, but it's got low cross for Diaz, and he's going to equalise. You could tell once the screen froze that it was going to be a goal. The destiny was there, to say the least. We just need to concentrate now. I think I got a little overexcited with the potential of these players, but we don't have to mope. Just keep carrying on as best you can. But it's another corner. Moreno clears. Galeana has a yellow card. And there's some goals for Tigres, and that's another cross, but it's headed over. We might go counter just to secure this 1-1 draw at half-time. I won't be too upset if it is a 1-1 draw, especially as I don't want to upset the home fans. Look at this stadium, it's huge. In the back, and Moreno goes for a far post shot. It doesn't work, and we'll take half-time 1-1. And it's a shame we haven't responded as well as we have before. We'll just say, give the fans what they need to see. I'll say I'm unhappy with Galeana. Vitor's not taking the game under his stride either. We'll let the rest of them off the hook, but Requello also deserves a bit of criticism, and we'll move on. The rest of them deserve generic team talks. We just need to settle down, hang on to this 1-1 draw for about 15-20 minutes, and then we can reconsider our position, maybe go for the attack and win this game to go for the maximum 9 points. But America, because they've scored a goal more than us, they will remain top of the league until results from other games come through. But that was a chance early on, and that requires a pep talk. Santos Laguna score. That's bad news for me, as I want them to be struggling for confidence in the next game. But they concede immediately to Atlas, and that gives us a little bit to think about as well. Gutierrez to Ramos, and Diaz, was he offside? No, he wasn't. It's an excellent goal, and we couldn't survive for 5 minutes. That is disappointing, and we'll have to push forward and retaliate. No two ways about it. It was a very smart goal, but now it looks like we will be going into the dressing room defeated despite an unbeaten run, and Thiago holds. It would have been a humiliation to concede from there, and now we'll have to make changes. We are definitely struggling this half, and even though Wallison scored in that first half, he doesn't look like he's going to survive anymore out on his feet there. But I want Alafita perhaps to help the midfield pair a bit more, and maybe get his rating up. But definitely we have struggled since the goal went in for us, and we'll have to now go for a push, see what we can find. No, it's not working. Maybe Alafita has an idea. Moreno, Vitor, short to Galeana, wide. It was a powerful shot, but it just went too far away from the goal. We'll have to make the substitution as soon as this highlight ends. Orozco to Guzman. Ramos, tightly marshalled by 3 defenders, but that leaves Orozco in space. Rossi clears. Alvarez has to get his running boots on. Galeana all alone, hits the goalkeeper, and Alafita on the rebound has been denied. But now we can make our final substitution, and it's going to have to be Galeana off. And if he can score again tonight, I will be over the moon. But it's Moreno's corner going too low for any of our players to reach, and that leaves us in an unenviable position. We have to go overload. We'll be mixing the ball into the box. We'll turn that off. We'll shoot on sight, and Everton Felipe is fouled, and it looks like we are getting through the American defence now. But Braun takes a throw into Everton Felipe. Moreno has been beautifully tackled. Ramos has about 30 yards to run into. Lozano, interception by Rossi, and he looks up for Alvarez. He has no one to help him out, but Delgadillo has found the space, and that's another late equaliser. We leave it for the first minute and the last minute. Never count us out, but now is the time for concentration. We can't concede another goal. No way, Jose. And we'll go short on the possession now. Work the ball into the box to see if we can get rid of that. Alafita does block. Orozco has found Gutierrez, and America have a corner. Let's see what Diaz has to offer. It's an outswinger. Doesn't work, but he can go for it again. Moreno can't risk contact or get sent off. It's away for Delgadillo. He's fouled. Salvio will be in the book for that. It was a breakaway move. He stopped it, and the referee must give a worthy punishment, and he does so. We have 2 minutes of stoppage time, and there may be a final twist. Moreno and Vitor short. Rossi back to Moreno. Garza. And Moreno, there's options on the right. Rossi's found. Back to Alvarez. Moreno, Vitor, Moreno. Tackled and won back. Delgadillo, Vitor. Moreno still. And Alafita's offside. Oh, I could tell a million miles away. Oh, that might be the final action of this top of the table clash. And as I said, a draw is good enough for me. But let's see if these final 40 seconds pay off. Delgadillo, the super substitution. Alvarez doesn't keep it, and it's gone as far as Salvio. Vitor tries his best. Buron and Salvio over to Felipe. I'm releasing saliva out of my mouth. It's getting tense. Gutierrez and Diaz and Ramos also offside. Our players are just getting too excited, and Club America have earned a point for themselves, keeping the yellow and blue team on top of the league. But my Monarchas, Morelia, in yellow and red, have given me something to be proud of again. I'll just say unlucky it wasn't our day, But well done to the subs, Alvarez in the 62nd minute and Delgadillo in the 76th minute, saving our unbeaten record. But our 100% record had to fall, and at least we took America down with us. And so well done to the vast majority of the players. Unfortunately, Raquello couldn't quite put in 2 performances in a week for me, and that's a shame. But we'll move on very quickly to Santos Laguna, who have lost to Atlas, but we'll keep an eye out on those games for Quetararo and Pumas, see if they have a victory in them. But thank you so much for watching, and the next episode will be probably against Tigres. They are the team that I need to get some revenge on. If you saw the Club World Championship attempt in the Vasco chapter of the series, if you haven't, I'll just say we were beaten in extra time thanks to Carlos Fierro, the man, the myth, the legend of previous FMs. I haven't heard much of him this year, and that might be for a good reason, but it looks like we have a result from the other games. No, actually we don't. We'll just look at the schedule. So it makes sense to just do highlights of River Plate and then Taro again. If they're dominant games, I'll just commentate over the goals rather than doing the live reaction. But, oh no, sorry, who's the good game to play? I thought, was it Querétaro? Might be a bit soon. I might go for Pumas instead. They're the team I'd like to play against. The job I couldn't get. So we'll have another Champions League game done by then, and then the Pumas will be our next opponents away from home. Here's a look at the group again if you didn't see it. River Plate will play Taro at some point, so we'll see who gets second place in the group. But as long as I win 2 more games, I'm guaranteed to progress, and that's perfect. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then for the Pumas game. Bye for now.